everyone. In this session, our most essential learning competency is determining the standard and general equation of a hyperbola. Example 1. Find the general equation of the hyperbola whose center is 1, -1, and the one vertex is 1, 5, and eccentricity is 3, 2. E has the formula C over A. So this one is 3 over 2. We are not certain of this 3 and 2 yet. Why? It is because once you locate these points, you have 1, -1, 1, -1, this one is your center, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your vertex 1 is at 1, 5. So this is 1, 5. So meaning this is your transverse axis. And the formula is this one. The formula, the standard form of the equation of the hyperbola whose transverse axis is parallel to the y is y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus h squared over b squared is equal to 1. As you can see, the distance from the center going to vertex 1 is 6. And we know that this is denoted by A. So, meaning to say, your A here is not really equal to, of course, 2. Maybe the eccentricity here is just a ratio. Therefore, we need to use this formula to verify. So this is C over A is equal to 3 over 2. We know that A is 6. So let us substitute this here. This is C over 6 is equal to 3 over 2. To solve for the C, we know that C is the distance from what? From the center going to the focus. So therefore, we get the cross product. This is 2C is equal to 18 divided by 2 divided by 2, C is equal to 9. Now, what is then our B? Our A is of course 6 based on the figure. Or if you will not draw it, you can use the, of course, distance formula. And what is the distance formula? A is equal to the square root of course, x, that is 1 minus 1, x for x squared, plus, that is -1 minus 5 squared, y for y, and then A is equal to square root of 0 plus -6 squared. This is A equals square root of 36. A is really equal to 6. That's correct. Now, how are we going to solve for B? To solve for B, you have the formula, that is the length of the semi-conjugate axis. You have the formula C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So C is 9, A is of course 6, and B is the one that you are solving. So this is now 81 minus 36. This one is 6 squared is 36. B squared. So we have now 11 minus 6 is 5. And then this is 7. This is 45. So your B squared is equivalent to 45, or your B is equal to 3 square root of 5. Or B squared is equal to 45, of course. Okay. Now, remember that in finding the standard equation, we just need the A, the B, and then of course the center. We already have the center, and that is 1, -1. So all you have to do is to substitute it here. So that is y plus 1, that's for the y of course, squared, over the A squared is 36 minus x minus 1 squared over B squared is 45 is equal to 1. Okay, to get the general equation of the hyperbola, let us expand this one. by getting, of course, the LCD of this first. 36, we have 9 times 4. And then 45, we have 9 times 5. So therefore, we have 9 times 20. This is 180. That is, of course, our LCD. Our LCD is 180. So this is now 180 divided by 36 is equal to 180 divided by 36. How many? Is it 5? Yes, 5. So we have 5 quantity y plus 1 squared minus 180 divided by 45. We have 4. X minus 1 squared is equal to 1 times 180 is, of course, 180. That's the LCD. And then we will, of course, expand it. Y squared plus 2y plus 1. Expand it. X squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 180. So this is now 5y squared plus 10y plus 5 minus 4x squared plus 8x minus 4 is equal to 180. So simplifying it, we have 5y squared minus 4x squared plus 10y plus 8x plus 1 minus 180 equals 0. So finally, we have 5y squared minus 4x squared plus 10y plus 8x minus 179 is equal to. Example number 2. Find the general equation of a hyperbola with center at 2, 2, v sub 1, 0, 2, and f sub 2, 5, 2. Okay. So we know that C is the distance from center to focus. And we know that A is the distance, A here is the distance from center to vertex. Okay, so let us use now the distance formula. So we have here C is equal to the square root of. So we will be using here center and focus. We have here 2 xx, 2 minus 5 squared plus yy, 2 minus 2 squared. So C now is equal to the square root of, we have negative 3 squared plus 0 squared. C is equal to square root of 9 and C is equal to 3. So this one is equal to 3. Remember that your C should be greater than A. So next, let's find A now. Our A is equivalent to the square root of distance formula again. This time, center to vertex. So center to vertex, that is xx, 2 minus 0 squared plus 2 minus 2 squared. A now is equal to 2 plus 0. So we have A is equal to square root of 4, A is equal to 2. Okay, so we have now the A and the C. Let's find the B. To find the B, we will be using this formula, A squared plus B squared. So we have 9. Okay, I'll write everything. 3 squared is equal to 2 squared plus B squared. So 9 equals 4 plus B squared. 9 minus 4 is equal to B squared. And then 5 is equal to B squared. So square root B is equal to square root of 5. Okay. Now, what standard form are we going to use? If you will analyze it, remember that these three, of course, these 3 points are in the transverse axis. So which formula, standard form are we going to use? So if we'll sketch it, this is 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 0, 2, Where is 0, 2? This one is 0, 2. And then we have 5, 2. 3, 4, 5, 2. Where is 0, 2? Sorry for this. This one is 0, 2. Okay. So meaning to say, we will be using the first one. That is x minus h squared over a squared minus y minus k squared over b squared is equal to 1. Again, I want to make this clear. This one is 2, 2. This is 0, 2. And this one is 5, 2. This one is your transverse axis. And that is parallel to this. That's why we use it. Now, you already have the A, the B, and the C. All you have to do is to substitute it. This is already your standard form. Our center, by the way, is 2, 2. So we have x minus 2. Our A is 2 minus y minus 2. Our B is square root of 5 squared. So this is equal to 1. Simplifying it, sorry, I have to write squared here. This is x minus 2 squared over 4 minus y minus 2 squared over 5 is equal to 1. This one is already the standard form of the equation of the hyperbola. Find the general equation of the hyperbola. Again, we get the LCD of 4, 5, so that is 20. Okay, 20 divided by 4 is 5. X minus 2 squared minus 4 y minus 2 squared is equal to 20. Okay, so that is 5. Expand this first. X squared minus 4x plus 4. 4 y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 20. Okay, so let's distribute. 5x squared minus 20x plus 20 minus 4y squared plus 16y minus 16 equals 20. So this is now 5x squared minus 4y squared minus 20x plus 16y plus 4 minus 20 equals 0. Finally, we have 5x squared minus 4y squared minus 20x plus 16y minus, this is y, minus 16 is equal to 0. That's it.